My wife, Karen, went on vacation, and there was a change in management at my job. I had to stay because I was one of the best employees and was hoping for a promotion. Everyone in the office supported me, and I was almost certain that the director position was within my grasp. But it wasn't meant to be. Someone from above appointed a young woman named Rebecca. I was so disappointed that even at the company party, I couldn't hide my disappointment. Rebecca was a brunette with her hair tied back in a neat ponytail, always dressed in a professional suit. Her seriousness and restraint probably tipped her off to my dislike of her. She knew I was aiming for her position. I even considered quitting, which seemed to amuse her. Occasionally, as she walked by, she would cast a glance in my direction with a slight, knowing smile, enjoying my discomfort as I flipped through papers in frustration. I decided that if I couldn't get a promotion, I would at least teach her a little lesson to disrupt her work for a moment. I knew she usually stayed until 9 p.m., by which time her office was empty. The plan was simple: sneak in, mess up some papers, and leave unnoticed. I picked a day and waited. When the workday was over, everyone went home. I told my colleagues that I would be late to finish the project, even though I had already completed it long ago. At 9 o'clock in the evening, I walked up to Rebecca's office. The lights were off, and I figured she had already left with the others. I didn't see her leave, but I remained cautious. I looked around in the dark, turned on the flashlight on my phone, and started going through her desk. I pulled out a folder as suddenly a voice came out of the darkness. I froze, my voice shaking. "I'm sorry. I thought you had already left. I was looking for last month's bills. I think I noticed an error in them." Rebecca interrupted me in a calm, almost cheerful tone. "We both know that's not true." She stepped closer, almost directly in front of me. I felt my nerves give way. "If you wanted to be alone with me," she said with a slight smile, "you could have just asked." Her words threw me off balance. On impulse, I kissed her roughly, pinning her to the table. Then I lifted her onto it. It didn't go the way I had planned. After that incident, I did get a promotion. My job even became more enjoyable. Secret meetings with Rebecca began to take place in her office, and they added a thrill that I found increasingly irresistible. However, things changed dramatically when we received an unexpected visit from my mother-in-law, Diane. Karen was still on vacation. Diane decided to stop by our house. I wasn't expecting it, but she found one of Rebecca's earrings under the couch in the living room, a small, unmistakable piece with a distinctive blue stone. Diane knew it wasn't Karen's, as she was familiar with her jewelry collection. Diana turned to me with this question, her voice low but strained. She asked whose jewelry it was, and I stammered, trying to come up with an excuse. But she wasn't buying it. She'd always been perceptive, and it didn't take her long to piece things together. The late nights at work, the sudden promotion, my distracted behavior all pointed in one direction. She cast a knowing look at me and simply said, "You'd better get it right before Karen gets back." Her words hung in the air, and I realized I had crossed a line that would not be easily erased. If you enjoyed this story, please support it by giving it a like and subscribing for more content.